absolute hot minute since I've done anything in regards to this LS that I've been putting together, and today we're going to go ahead and try to do some valve springs here. I'm going to go with the pack, I forget what they are now, the standard pack valve springs that Matt recommends for the sloppy cam and the rest of the wonderful cams that he makes. So again, in the essence of doing this inexpensively, I bought this spring compressor off of Amazon. Got some decent reviews, but we'll see. Looks like the copied version of the Texas Speed one. Adam over at AMS offered for me to use this. This is the Bluegrass Performance unit, but unfortunately it's for an LT. So LT and LS cylinder heads are different in the sense of the spacing between the bolts for the springs. So we're gonna go ahead and use this one. So a bunch of the reviews that I read state not to use the bolt that comes with the kit, which they feel like super cheap. So I guess that's why, but it says to use the standard one, but that doesn't seem to work here. So I guess we're gonna have to figure that out. Alright, maybe we'll go ahead and I'm gonna give it a try. I don't like this. I'm super sketched out about breaking one of these off in the head, but we will see and go from there. So I guess that's where we're at. This doesn't really give you much room to do anything there. Kind of weird, but I guess you tighten that down with an Allen key. And I don't know how that works. Alright, well, I guess we'll give that a shot. Decent size Allen key set, but it's funny. Things gotta do the same. Alright, so I don't know. I guess you don't tighten it all the way down because there's no way to do that. Just spin this head around and see if I can. Alright. Probably should have started on the other end, but it's all good. We'll go ahead and we'll try this one, this far-sided one. Let's see if I can get you guys closer here. The camera died, so we're gonna just use this GoPro, which I wasn't really looking forward to doing, but we'll see. I'm going to use a breaker bar and see how that's super sketchy to me, but I guess that's lovely. Alright, so in theory this will work, but now I got to figure out how to keep the valve from opening, which looks like that's what we have going on here. Generally speaking, you would do these with the cylinders filled with air. Unfortunately, I don't have that luxury. So, in the sense of trying something new here, we'll go ahead and give this a shot. So, years ago, when I did a Honda, I read that you could kind of knock them loose sometime with a hammer, but we'll see if that did it. Probably not. My luck. Actually, that fucking worked. For those of you that have never done this, you're going to need to pull the retainers out. Generally you can use a magnet. Actually, I'm sorry, not the retainers, but the keepers. Sometimes these things get a little... Let's see this one. Sometimes they get a little stuck like this one is. And I guess you can probably... There you go. Alright, so that one's good. Man, actually works pretty good. So there's our first one. The old valve spring. Like I said, I did buy some packs. There's the pack. Nick Marome at 797 Performance hooked me up with these. If you need anything for anything, Nick can definitely help you out. Those guys, they do off-road. They have an off-road division that does lifts and big wheels and tires. Nick is really good with the Hellcats. I mean, generally speaking, if it's something that you want, they can get it for you. So we got the pack valve spring, the stock valve spring, significantly bigger, coil, and yeah. So we'll go back down with that. Let's see if I can get this to do this the first try. Last time I did this on a Honda, it was nothing but trouble. So we're gonna see if I can do this. Make sure you put the retainer. So make sure that your valve is all the way up. Spring down. Wow. I don't know if these are going to work the way I want it. Okay. Again, never done these before. So try until I get it. Yikes. Keep pushing the valve down. Alright, so I guess what we're going to have to do is put something down there in order for the valve not to float down, I guess you'd say, but it's really not floating, it's just nothing, there's no tension on it, it's just there's nothing to hold it. I mean, this thing seems to be working pretty good. I don't want to jinx myself because we're not even through the first one, but we'll see. I guess what I could try is, yeah, see, that's got, see, a little less. Try again. So that, I guess, will work. See, that, I don't understand this. Let's see. Alright, well that's awesome. Alright, so note to self, the next time I do a set of these, we're going to do them on the car with the combustion chamber filled up with air, because this is craziness. So what happens is I keep resting, when I go to compress this down, I keep getting it caught on the valve, which is not what you want to have done. See, that just keeps getting caught on the valve, and then it pushes the valve in. Huh. Well then. I read somewhere once that if you get them to push over, but that's not going to work either. Huh, okay. Too much of this bolt out because then I lose all the structure. A little bit of a change of plans here. Apparently this is probably not going to work for putting these in, but it will work to pulling them out. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and pull just this head's worth of stuff. I'm going to order one this style to try to put them back in. Apparently this thing is just not, it's just not good. I mean, it'll get the old ones out, which is cool, but it's not really going to help me get the new ones in, and that kind of sucks. So, that being said, we'll go ahead and pull the rest of these, and then, I don't know, kick and punt from there. They come in a yellow and black box. But we'll see. Again, I wasn't going to do valve seals, but I don't know. I guess I'll have to sleep on it. Had a few other things going on as far as stuff around the garage here. I'll be making a video here soon of a really cool little project I've been working on for my nieces. So a good friend of mine, Alex Teeter, started a Power Wheels drag racing league for the youngins, and I can't not get involved. So we've got a C706 that I got from Mr. Alex here. I'll show you that in a second. And I've been building it for my nieces. Should be pretty cool. I'll have a whole new video on that here soon. I've been just doing a ton of reading on it and trying to figure out what exactly I need to order and buy and kind of go through that whole thing. But I'll have a video kind of wrapping that soon. I will put a sneak peek at the end of this video, as well as show you guys what's new in the garage. I had a purchase since the last video, which I'm hoping to get some more footage of when we dive into that. So that being said, that's it for now. I'll probably make a part 2 when I get all this together. I may give it a shot here with this off camera before I get frustrated and throw stuff, but we'll see. Alright, so we're back. I've got 6 out of the 8 on that cylinder head done. So obviously no instructions come with this Chinese stuff. I was going to say another word, but and I went inside, put everything down because I was going to throw something, and I realized that this is essentially a rocker arm. So I pulled out the pedestal or stand, whatever you want to call it, for the rocker arms, and now it works amazing. So I just used the bolt that threaded in with a washer, keep over top. I didn't want to push the bolt down through there, mess up the groove or whatever you want to call that. So now we have complete movement, which before it would bottom out, it could move. I ended up going with a longer bolt that they had in the kit. Just makes me feel better as far as tightening this down. I got some rags stuffed under here. We're going to go do these last 2. I'm not going to bore you with the other side, but I just want to let you know that I figured it out. We're using stock retainers and keepers. like I said, we're going to give it a little sneak peek. So this is the C706 Power Wheels that I'm building for my nieces. We got some skinnies, and now it's like a slick, I guess you'd say. We got some power adders coming. So this is a speed control. It's pretty cool. Speed control. We've got updated motors. It's hard to see here. Let me see if I can get this to focus. So we got Andy Mark motors with a special pedal. I have a bunch of stuff coming for this thing. Sweet little nitrous bottle I made for him. And we're going to look to do some drag racing. I'm going to get my nieces out there. I don't have kids of my own, but I'm going to try to get my nieces out there and see if we can have some fun and spread, the whole racing thing amongst them. Like I said, in other news, we did get a new purchase here. So this is a pretty cool car, at least for me. Some of you know, some of you don't know. For Porsche, for an auto group that owned a Porsche dealership for roughly 7 years. Absolutely love 911s. This one fell into my lap, literally. A friend of mine called me. He said, "Hey, I know of a 911 that needs some saving." This wonderful car was stuck in a garage for 6 years or 4 years or so. Never really driven, nothing done with. So this is a 05 C2. It's a base. As I like to call it, ace of base. It's got 19,380 miles on it now. It was 19,316 when I bought it. Stone Cold Steve Austin, that's right. So this thing needed a bunch of, it really needed clean out. So it had mice. I was able to get all that out of there. Thankfully, nothing really was destroyed. It needed some wiring repair in the front trunk, which I did. I wish I would have got that on video, but wasn't thinking at the time. We did a new CD changer because they had ruined the old one. But most importantly, this car suffers from what they call the IMSB, I guess you'd say, IMS bearing. So the intermediate shaft bearing fails on these cars and completely wipes out the engine. This car hasn't had it done. It will be getting done here shortly, which I'm hoping to document and video for everybody so we can kind of see that together. But I got this thing for a steal. It was something that I felt like I had to pick up because I've always wanted one. This is, like I said, a one owner 19,000 mile car, which is pretty cool. So we'll be doing the IMS retrofit kit, which is pretty cool. It's like a whole new bearing because Porsche believed that these were to be non-serviceable. We will be doing plugs. There's an updated plug kit for coil pack kit for this, which we'll be doing. I'll show you guys how to do that. We're going to do an air oil separator, which is common for these things. They go bad. We're going to do that. And then I'm really hoping to dive into some possible suspension, wheels, some track oriented stuff, and I'm really hoping to get behind the wheel. Of course, I will document all of that and show everybody where we're at. So thanks.